welcome to
Watchcat
Reviews. Yes.
I'm Greg.
I'm Jim, and this is our first review of
Watchcat Reviews.
Watchcat Review. Exactly. That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say.
And
So,
today we're going to review The Incredibles. We're getting ready for Incredibles 2, so Jim and I thought it would be a good idea to rewatch something that I think we both really like a lot. The Incredibles.
This is the one that's kicked it off. This is the one that started everything. So,
And let's just an overall review. I mean, what was your thoughts when you saw The Incredibles for the first time?
it was incredible. I mean, this is right when we were used to Pixar, and all of a sudden they've got like people in it, because before all that it was all Bugs Life and Toy Story, and they didn't really, the people were the hardest thing to animate.
Right.
Yeah.
They look kind of fake. The
Like
animation,
puppets,
the animation really didn't work too well on people.
Yeah.
I thought the idea of having a superhero being sued.
In a stunning turn of events, a superhero is being sued for saving someone who apparently didn't want to be saved. The plaintiff, Oliver Sansuit, who was foiled in his attempted suicide by Mr. Incredible, has filed
I
suit
love
against
I love the look here, because what I think is really interesting is the fact that I feel like this is a nod to I think it's the Superman back in the 1930s.
Yeah,
and
this
early
is all done
40s.
black and white. And
Yeah.
They could have done this in color. Everything else is in color, but they wanted to make it look kind of like old newsreel footage. Of the time.
Very clever.
Lawsuits the world over.
It is time for their secret identity to become their only identity. Time for them to join us or go away.
Under tremendous public pressure and the crushing financial burden of an ever-mounting series of lawsuits, the government quietly initiated the Superhero Relocation Program. The supers would be granted amnesty from responsibility for past actions, in exchange for the promise to never again resume hero work. Where are they now?
And then this whole shot right here is just perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
That The Incredibles checks off all the boxes. First of all, it's a great superhero movie. It never makes fun of the genre. It actually becomes a part of the genre. I think it's a great family film.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what I felt the Fantastic Four should have been. The Fantastic Four was created in the 60s. They were considered Marvel's first family superheroes. They've never really done it successfully so far, and only in the comics, but not in the cinema. I thought The Incredibles just knocked it out of the park. I love the sequence, even when they're having dinner. I thought Elastigirl does a better job at adapting to raising a family, and because she's a superhero too, but her importance is being a family, where Mr. Incredible, not so much. I think one of my favorite scenes was the airplane scene, mainly because when I remember first seeing the movie, and I'm just amazed at how well it looks and how good it is, and how steep they were with the superhero lore. The scene where the mom and her kids are in the plane and the missiles are coming at it. And I remember watching that, and I kept thinking, well, it's not going to hit the plane. They'll probably miss it and stuff like that. But something really happens in that scene. She's telling her to use her powers to build a force field to protect the plane. And that pressure on the girl when she can't do it.
Yeah.
And her mom is yelling at her, you got to do it or we're all going to die. Yeah. And then the missiles hit the plane, blows up. They miraculously survive. Was so intense. It was, talk about the tension in that scene. I think when I saw that, I understood right off the bat. I said, holy shit, people can die in this world. Yeah. It ratcheted up the tension. And from that point on, I realized that, no, this is real for this family. And this family is in a constant amount of danger. And I love how they handled it. I loved how they played that. Let me ask you, now, do you have a favorite scene?
Oh, man, that's hard. There's so many. I mean, I'd say the dash scene.
great when you have a filmmaker that knows the genre that he's doing. I thought it was very interesting.
Don't say animation genre.
No, just
Say that, he'll come and punch you.
genre. That's why I did.
Don't say it's not a genre.
You
Don't
know.
even say the word genre. He's gonna come punch us. in the
Well,
face.
no, I'm not talking about his film, but I'm talking about the genre, the superhero genre. He knew how to tackle that. He knew about superheroes. He knew about their secret identity. I thought that was so crucial to this story. I love the idea. I love the fact that he also knew a lot about spy genre and the James Bond genre in particular. Now, I'm a little worried about Incredibles 2.
Really?
Yeah, well, because I felt like The Incredibles, to be honest, I didn't need a sequel. I thought.
Well, that's what happened. I mean,
It's a
like
great
14
story.
years have
Yeah.
gone by, and that was kind of like Brad Bird's frustration, I think, at the beginning, was that
Right.
he had to come up with something even bigger than that. Speaking of Brad Bird, I put this on another blog somewhere else, but I got to meet him at a party, and he was just at the point where he was writing it and trying to come up with like the direction of what he wanted to do. But he was just a little frustrated because he was coming up with something that, you know, he hadn't figured out yet, and he was having some trouble trying to, you know, go forward, and you know, so he's just frustrated, you know, and it's
Like everyone else.
it's like
that's
everybody
creative.
else, yeah, trying to figure out what they're going to do, you know.
Mhm.
And it's really nice to hear him, and you know, that he was, even people like that have, you know, days that, you know, don't go so good, and they somehow just keep plotting along and get it done, you know.
See,
So,
Jim, there's hope for us.
yeah. What would you give The Incredibles then? How many paws would they
Well,
get?
if like I said, if it's a perfect film, it's 4 for 4. It's everything about the movie is good, and rewatching it again, how much the technology still holds up. I give credit to Brad Bird and his team. They really knocked it out of the park. As a matter of fact, it is my favorite Pixar film. So 4 paws.
And I'll give it that too. Maybe give 5, or maybe a tail. If I can get that to, I don't know. So I have a trivia question for you. All right, Mr. Trivia over here.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so
See that? Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's old school. Yeah? No school like the old school.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So if you know, let us know on the blog here. You can just write it in the comments below. Don't look it up on Google. That's cheating.
Yeah, if whoever gets it
This-
right, we'll actually we'll mention your name and whatever you want us to plug on YouTube. And we'll give everybody the answers then.
Right. So if you liked it, like us, subscribe, Watchcat Films. We have a blog every week. We try to put something out on Watchcat Wednesday. We're trying to get subscribers to this, and
we will be doing more reviews, movie reviews. Actually, next will be Incredibles 2. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's great.
okay. Well,
All right.
thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Watchcat Reviews.
See you later.
All right. So this is all the outtakes that they put after the show.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what I did
We
there.
need a catchphrase.
Oh, I don't.
No. Okay, let's do the typical YouTube ending. So it's like, well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. This is Watchcat Films and Watchcat Review. I'm Jim,
I'm Greg.
and we're going to say goodbye and hope you have a great day.
See you later.